Hi guys, this is going to be my second video to my channel, and I was thinking, what should I talk about? So I thought, let me give a quick, rapid, raw review of what happened yesterday. I've just watched it today, come from the UK, and trust me, I'm so glad I didn't stay up in the stupid hour to actually watch the show. First comment I'm going to make is, there were no divas. I just don't think it's looking very good regarding divas. I don't know how any of these divas are actually going to make a name for themselves, considering they don't get any time on TV. When they do, the matches are short and there's actually no storylines. You know, you've got some divas out there who potentially could be the next big thing, should I say. The next, I think, here we go, Kelly Kelly's roughly been with WWE for 6 years. She's probably going to overtake the length of time Trish Stratus and Lita served with WWE, but she's not going to reach the height that they did in their careers because WWE Creative have pretty much haven't got anything for the divas. I don't think Vince honestly cares about divas, which is unfortunate, but it's not going down very well with lots of diva fans, and that's the one compliment I will pay to TNA, is that they do provide decent knockout action, which is worth watching. Anyway, this Raw to me was your typical pointless Raw. You had a crap main event being Michael Cole vs John Cena. I always thought the main event was meant to be the big, finale of the show, where you put your top card, you put your top card wrestlers out there, the biggest feud, the main feud they're trying to work with heading into No Way Out should be on there. Trust me, throwing in Michael Cole vs John Cena is not a significant any sort of way, and we don't even want to see it. And what's even worse, we then had Tensai wrestle Cena beforehand, which is completely pointless, knowing that WWE don't even have faith in Tensai anymore. Which I don't blame them. They thought, we'll brainwash the fans and pretend Tensai's completely, Tensai's come from Japan. He's never wrestled within WWE before, but that soon didn't work when they heard the Albert chants. That was a silly move. The thing is that actually Michael Cole did make reference to it once, but they completely tried to repackage him and completely try and brainwashed the fans completely. Considering it's PG, there are still people like myself who do watch it. We got the joy of another Ryback squash. You're going to push the guy, but we still see local guys get it right. Yes, it was good seeing how well they could sell his clothesline at the start, but it's completely boring now and it's pretty much a waste of time. Ziggler needs to break away from Vicky. That's another key thing I'm going to actually add, is please, Ziggler, break away from Vicky now. We get the idea, we want to see you. He actually could, if he did get a bodyguard, but it's Mason Ryan, which would actually benefit him as well. He actually following the career of Shawn Michaels, Sensational Sherry. Then he moved on to get, a bodyguard. The problem is they've probably been a bit thrown off that Orton got himself suspended and he was supposed to feud with Dolph Ziggler. To me, make a Ziggler Swagger feud. If you want to finally break away from this, A, it'd be good for Swagger, and B, it could be a decent feud with actually a decent storyline, which WWE seem to significantly lack in storylines apart from the main feuds. They don't have any other decent storylines going. Sin Cara returned to beat Hunico. Disappointing that with the history that they used to have, you thought it'd be a bit longer, but at least there was no botching by Sin Cara. They're actually taking away the sort of, jump over the rope idea, which is good. But it was a solid showing by Sin Cara. Trying to think what else there was. They had the opening with Cena getting questioned by Michael Cole. I didn't honestly mind that because you tend to open the show with something strong, and the I'm not a fan of it, but seeing a show is going to be the main feud leading into No Way Out pay-per-view. Anything else? Oh yeah, tag team match. I thought it could be a perfect time for Hawkins and Rex to actually solidify themselves in the tag team division, because there would be a valid reason with the injuries that Truth and Kofi could have sustained. You know, they could have worked around them. That's why they lost. But no, they had to go out and win. Solid action, but to me it's pointless them winning. To me, it wasn't really a decent Raw, but Raw hasn't been decent. And it's a bit shocking the fact that Rock goes, you know, Lesnar's off screen for a while. But they shouldn't have to rely on guys outside who are working a sort of like a very part-time basis to have to make the product worth watching. Storylines, timed matches throughout, doesn't matter who's wrestling, timed matches throughout. Storylines need to be important. And that's really, you got those two keys you can watch. Especially now there's spoilers out. You know, especially for SmackDown, I will actually look at the SmackDown spoilers and say, this match looks pretty good, I'll watch it, but I'll skip all this lot because it's completely pointless. However, if you give a good quality match time to whoever's wrestling, you know, it would be worth watching. That's all I really have to say about that. So that was a quick Raw review I thought I'd do as my second video. Pretty much just wanted a quick fire some things which did actually suck. And it's a bit disappointing, really. Raw wasn't something you'd want to really watch anyway. I'd certainly... Well, actually, that's what I forgot, was Kane and Punk was probably the best match of the night. And that is probably the only feud which I'm actually interested to see which way it leans. Especially where AJ's doing a pretty good job of who she's siding with, etc. Apart from that, I'm not really excited for No Way Out, to be honest. I mean, you know, nothing really else catches my eye, but apart from that feud. Anyway, that was my Raw review. Feel free to comment, and if you want to ask any questions that I will make on my next video, feel free. I'm not going to be doing reviews all the time, but I just thought there was a lot of stuff which I didn't like and I thought I'd share it with you. Hope you enjoyed, and feel free to comment and subscribe. Thanks.